Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, well, welcome. My name is Adrienne. I live in New York City, and so it's Adrienne in New York City, and I'm actually in my bedroom. I am conducting right now 30-day Lippie challenge, and today is day 30. Oh my God, I can't believe I've been doing a video a day. This is actually pretty exhausting, but I loved going through this process and getting to play with every single lippy. And actually, spoiler alert, there will be a day 31 to this video because this video series, because what I did was I kind of looked at my inventory and realized, oh no, I didn't talk about 6 other lippies, and they actually happen to be some of my favorite colors and formulas. And so I did a quick swatch video touching upon those, and that will post tomorrow. So that's like official day 31 of this 30-day challenge, but we'll kind of forgive ourselves. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow in New York, usually pretty crazy. So sorry about crazy honking. Believe it or not, fun fact, if you don't know about New York City, you don't hear a lot of honking. It's actually really frowned upon to honk. And you don't hear this all that often, but unfortunately, I am so glad I cut the video because that lasted like another 3 minutes. That was crazy. So anywho, today I'm still wearing it, playing around with the HUDA matte lipstick. The shade that I have on is called Dirty 30. And I had wanted to try one of these for a really long time. I don't know, I don't gravitate towards a lot of Huda Beauty's products. I always like almost get a product. I've tried some of their little mini eyeshadow palettes. They've been okay. I don't have them anymore for a reason. But I still kind of like to look at the stuff, and I'm always almost on the verge of buying something. But finally, this past Sephora VIB sale, I said, you know what? I'm gonna pick up one of these shades. I feel like I heard a lot of good things about it, and even though I knew like my lipstick collection is crazy. So what I did was, in order to kind of justify the purchase, I picked a shade that I would never be caught dead in. I just felt like I could, I needed to fill the void of something kind of purpley, gray, cool toned. So I got this color, Dirty 30. I will swatch it for you. It's on my lips right now, but it's not at its kind of like full opacity. So that's it there. And firstly, if you have never purchased one of these lipsticks, this is my favorite packaging of any lipstick I've ever had in my whole life. This is beautiful. It's magnetic. The name is really subtly etched into the bullet. I love that the ombre effect that is on the outside goes on the inside. Did I mention it's magnetic? And this matches the color. And I think it does a good job matching the color. So you can really tell. The only drawback is if you have like standard lipstick holder, I have like a lipstick organizer. The standard size doesn't fit these. You have to get the big, wider kind. So that's the only thing. But I really, really love the packaging. I just adore the packaging. I also love the colors. Like when I've seen the swatches of all the colors, they're all just sort of like really, really beautiful, rich tones. So, but so many of them I have similar tones already, which is why I picked something this kind of cool toned, different from my collection. This lipstick, it's interesting. When I first apply it, and the way I apply it, because I can't wear this full on. In fact, I'm gonna apply it for you full on. I don't know if it's gonna show. You can really see when you apply it full on, you can see the gray in it. You can see that gray tone. And maybe on someone who I think is slightly pinker, it would look nicer. But on me, full on, this is quite stark for me. I think this is makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm a little uncomfortable with myself. It's gray. It has a deep gray color. Could look a little Morticia, a little death, knocking on a little death's door here. But it's also cool. It's a cool color. It's a peculiar color. It's still, I mean, it's unique. It's unique to my collection. That's why I picked it. I am curious to pick up a shade that would be a much more wearable nude shade for me, because what I did enjoy about this formula, so when you first apply it, it's very similar to the Pat McGrath Matte Trance and the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution. Very similar. Has like a little bit of that powdery feel. Feels like it almost has a dry oil in it, so it's very comfortable in the lips, and it moves with the lips really well. That comfortability with a matte formula, what's so important about that kind of oil feel is that as you're talking and you're expressing yourself, no cracks are formed in the lips because it has that hydration, that level of creaminess, and it stays pretty creamy for a really long time, and it's a pretty long wear formula. I personally love it a little more blotted. So the way I applied it in the morning was I sort of just dabbed it all over my lips, and I applied like a super thin layer. And I have to say, when it's on, like fully on, there is a tiny bit of thickness, a little more thickness than the Pat McGrath or the Charlotte Tilbury, I will say that. But if you apply it at sort of like the level that I like, which I'm sort of taking off some of the product so I can get to the shade that I was originally. It's just a little more calmed down. This is so pigmented. I don't even think I can get it to be the shade I was wearing all day. Because the way I applied it, I didn't put it on fully and then I blotted. I actually blotted my lips with the product at the beginning, but I will insert a clip of me wearing it and you could see it a little bit in the daylight, because I think that that's important if you're considering this color. And of course, my skin tone, which is like a fair, light, neutral tone, definitely plays a role in how this looks, and also the fact that I have decently pigmented lips. I think both of those things, it's important to consider, especially if you're like watching YouTube videos to like get recommendations. I know I do, and I know sometimes it doesn't work out for me, the lipstick, so I'm going to try to be better about, just in general, whenever I'm talking about products, to do like daylight, natural light insert footage, which I guess I'll insert footage here of what it looks like. Hi everyone, quick check-in. I just thought it would be helpful when I have the opportunity to give you an idea of what a color looks like in natural lighting, because I feel like the lighting in my bedroom where I film, it washes things out, or it makes my skin look a lot brighter than it is. And so on today, specifically, I think this lipstick is a really pretty unusual color, and this is it applied, except I didn't apply it fully because I didn't find it to be like very flattering if I did a really super opaque. So this is it with one swipe, kind of lightly blotted, and I really like it. It's an unusual shade in my collection. I don't have truly anything at all like it. And this eyeshadow too. Can we talk about this eyeshadow? Jeez, it's really pretty. I'm wearing two shades from the Juvia's Place Taupe palette. Another palette that, similar to this lip color, when I first watched it, I said, why the heck did I buy this? But then now that I have it, I'm like, I like this. So anywho, just a check-in. I hope that was helpful. to see that in natural light. I really like this lipstick. I am surprised that I like this lipstick as much as I do. I am so glad I can wear this lipstick in layers, like meaning I can wear it lighter than it is. When I first tried this on, I got worried. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this may have been the biggest mistake purchase-wise for me in a while, because I tried to be unique and different and, you know, try something new, and it just was not a good color on me at all. I like this so much better blotted down, lightly applied. Maybe if I put on a lip liner, sure, that might help. I will say it's a really pretty color even when it's lightly applied, to pair with a nudie cool tone eye. And I'm wearing right now really beautiful eyeshadow, which I will make mention of, the Juvia's Place Taupes palette. Doesn't look like much, even swatches horribly. I thought this was such an underperforming palette because of how it's swatched. Very different from how other Juvia's Place palettes swatch. But I am wearing this shade, and this shade. And again, they don't swatch it like anything, but on the eyes, so beautiful. This has like rainbow sparkle in it, but in microfine, and it just catches the light in such a beautiful way. So very impressed with this, though very unimpressed with the swatch. So I paired it with this, with the lipstick, because I felt like, I kind of felt the same way, like, oh no, I wanted these both and now I have them and I'm so sad. Not the case though. The Huda lipstick is beautiful, comfortable. It is drying, so eventually that moisture, it's not there, but you get that tint. The tint is there. So this is like a comfortable matte formula. I do want to give you kind of a dupe, but in a whole other texture. So if you're intrigued by this color, which again, this color is, I think, very intriguing, but on full opacity, it's a little scary, like if full on. I want to suggest one other color, and I'm just going to get some micellar water because this is really, really staining on the lips. And I will apply the other color on this side because I thought this was unique to my collection, and I still think it is unique to my collection, but turns out that when I did my full swatch, swatch-a-rama, 30 days of trying every single lipstick, I did find a lipstick that this compares to. And I'm just going to quickly touch up my my foundation. And if you haven't tried this foundation, this is amazing. Light medium coverage, Stila, the Tinted Moisturizer Skin Balm. Oh my gosh, this is my second full day, or actually wore it like half a day yesterday, and it's my first full day now wearing it, and it is so pretty and really easy to touch up. Totally weird texture. I like it. So the lipstick that I think this reminded me of in my collection is a NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Paradise Garage. And this is this one here. I love this formula. This formula is the opposite of the Huda formula. This is a gel lip gloss, long wear lip hybrid. So like a gloss, a liquid lipstick, a gel lipstick. Oh, I love the smell of the NARS. Lipsticks are great. So there you go. It is pretty much a dead-on dupe if I've blotted this side. If I blotted this side and it's sort of just like the purpley, slightly gray color, it is dead-on dupe for the Paradise Garage. which I love. I love Paradise Garage. It's my favorite shade of the NARS Velvet Lip Glides, which I did a whole video on earlier this month. And so that's that color there. But it's a whole other texture. And I like both textures. I feel like there's always a time and a place for a matte lipstick, and there's a time and a place for a nice glossy lipstick, something really wonderful. So yeah, these are my thoughts with the Huda. Do I think it's worth the price? On sale, I do. And it has a slight, oh, I did want to make mention of that. It has a slight floral smell, but so slight, and it almost feels like real rose, a real rose smell. But really, really subtle, nothing like YSL or Chanel that it kind of like really hits you in the face. It's really, really slight. I wouldn't even mention it normally. But I love the NARS smell so much that I was like, well, does this have a smell? I forgot. So anywho, that is day 30. It is the Huda Beauty. This is like the Throwback collection, matte lipstick, and it's a Throwback collection. Really happy to have this in my life. So glad it's a pretty unique shade, especially on the matte side in my collection. And I feel like I now that I've familiarized myself and I found like a cool way to pair it, like with a cool eye that feels really soft. And even I got this blush recently by Clinique. It's called Pansy Pop. It's sort of a lilac, and I feel like it's a beautiful blush shade also for when you're wearing a cooler toned look. So I'm feeling this. I'm not feeling that I look like complete Morticia. Maybe her younger, happier sister. Okay, everyone. I hope this was helpful to you. If not, I'm sorry. But this is my collection. Had to do it. I do it for me. I want to share it with like-minded people. Hopefully you're one of those. Comment down below, say hi, subscribe. I'll have other challenges in my life. And tomorrow is truly my last video regarding my lipstick collection. And it is a good one because, like I said, I have 6 different formulas that I have avoided talking about, but really, they're some of my favorite in the bunch, and I have like 1 shade in each. So definitely stay tuned for that. Hope everyone has a beautiful night, and we will talk tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone.